Forest management in Beltrami County parks has been a controversial issue among county board members. The issue has come up many times in the past, but expected cuts in the Three Island Park area have once again brought it into the spotlight. Lacey Monteleone is now live in the studio with more. Lacey, what can you tell us about this?
Well, Dennis, the amount of timber logged in the parks is only about 2% of what is available within Beltrami County, but that 2% has become quite an issue for members of the county board, and it doesn't seem likely to go away anytime soon. The quiet of Three Island Park is only interrupted by the sound of water and your own footsteps on the snow.
You can drive into the parking lot and come and experience some of that that quietness and that solitude of the woods, and we're only about 15 to 20 minutes out of Bemidji.
And that solitude that only the woods can offer is something Lukachik says would be better preserved if logging in the park areas was more restricted.
There are proposed cuts in Three Island Park that are very similar to the older cuts. They're smaller, but they're still as invasive as far as cutting the amount of 8-inch diameter hardwoods.
About 15 to 30 acres is expected to be cut in this northwest corner of Three Island Park. And while Lukachik says he thought that those acres would be set aside, others say the cuts are necessary for forest health.
We harvest our forests sustainably, and what we've been doing and what we'd be looking at is we're talking about 30 to 55 acres. It always would bounce around a little bit in that just because of stand size and such. But that's all the harvesting we'd be looking at doing in these two areas.
Up for debate was whether or not the parks are being treated differently enough from other forest areas in Beltrami County.
I think the lands inside the boundaries should be treated differently, and I think they are being treated differently.
But Lukachik says that a cut like this that occurred from across the Moville Maze Recreation Area is not something that you would want in the parks. But he agrees that cutting some trees is necessary.
We don't want to do nothing in a park. We don't want to cut zero, but we want to manage it responsibly.
For now, the only thing that seems for certain is this conversation has not yet reached a conclusion. Now, Wallingford says the logging in the parks is not really significant to his industry, but there are other reasons for managing lands. Current policy in Beltrami County is that the county will invest 15% of timber sale revenues in reforestation efforts. According to policy, they are also expected to coordinate environmental education programs with local schools. Dennis.
Okay, thanks, Lacey, for the live report from our studio tonight. The county board made no additional recommendations or decisions concerning forest management tonight. It is not expected to come up again for discussion at this time.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.